There is something about picking up a camera that feels like a brick of pure, unadulterated engineering. The Nikon D800 is exactly that. It is not trying to be sleek or pocket-sized, and honestly, that is part of its charm. When you hold this thing, you know you are working with a tool that was built to survive a war zone and come back with files that look like they belong in a gallery. That massive 36.3 megapixel sensor is the real star here. Even by today's standards, the amount of detail it pulls out of a scene is just staggering. You can crop into a photo until you are practically looking at the individual pores on a subject's face, and the image still holds together with this crisp, clean quality that feels almost medium format. It is the kind of resolution that makes you rethink how you frame your shots, because you know you have so much room to play with in post-production. Now here is the thing about that resolution. It is demanding. You are going to need a fast computer and plenty of storage space, because those raw files are absolute monsters. If you are the type of person who likes to shoot and forget, this might feel like a bit of a chore. But for the detail-oriented photographer, it is a dream. The dynamic range is another area where this device really shines. It handles shadows and highlights with a level of grace that is hard to find in older gear. You can pull back details from a dark corner of a frame that you thought were lost forever, and the noise levels stay surprisingly low. It is not just about stills, either. While it is definitely an older model, the 1080p video output is surprisingly cinematic. It has a certain organic look to it that feels less digital and more like film, which is a nice touch for anyone doing multimedia work. Of course, it is not all perfect. The autofocus system, while reliable, does not have the lightning-fast tracking you see on the latest mirrorless bodies. If you are trying to capture fast-moving sports or erratic wildlife, you might find yourself wishing for a bit more speed. It is also a heavy piece of kit. After a long day of shooting, you are definitely going to feel it in your wrists and shoulders. The menu system is classic Nikon, deep, functional, and a little bit intimidating if you are coming from a smartphone background. But once you get it dialed in, it just gets out of your way. It is a workhorse, plain and simple. It does not have the fancy bells and whistles or the touchscreens that everyone is obsessed with lately, but it delivers where it counts, the final image. If you can look past the weight and the older tech, you are getting a professional-grade machine that still produces results that can go toe-to-toe with cameras costing 3 times as much today. It is a reminder that sometimes, the best gear is the stuff that just does its job perfectly without needing to show off.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.